Greetings all, Chuke here from Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I wanted to do a video on my Ruger Super Red Hot Toklat in 454 Casull. Now, both myself and Chuck have touted that this is the best revolver for Alaskan bear protection, and there's a specific reason for that. It's not because of the caliber. Well, that's a big part of it. The 454 Casull is a great caliber. It is about the ease in which it is shot, the length of the barrel, because let's face it, there are some better calibers. I did some tests where I pitted the 454 against the 500 Smith & Wesson with New York Prepper. There's also the 460 is out there, which can also shoot 454. It is more powerful. However, some of those are painful to shoot, and we have these taming grips. And the whole idea behind the Toklat is with this 5-inch barrel, it's still handy. It bridges the gap between that Ruger Alaskan with the 2.5-inch barrel, which is great. You're just not getting much velocity out of it. And the big 7.5-inch barrel Super Red Hawks, which are just too long of a barrel and cumbersome to carry out in the woods. This bridges that gap perfectly with this 5-inch barrel. So that's why we say it's the best Alaskan revolver for woods carry and the ease of shooting. The 454 doesn't recoil that much more than a 44 Magnum. It does recoil more, but it's not super painful, especially with these special Hogue grips. So all in all, I'm still sticking by that. This is one of the best choices you can make as far as a big bore revolver for the woods that you're going to use for bear protection. Now, these have always been hard to find. Well, in the early days, they weren't. They were everywhere here in Alaska. And then they kind of dried up, 2019, 2020. These became harder to find. I know guys that bought two just because they wanted one. They still pop up here and there, but I was under the impression that sometime during that range that they had stopped making them. Now, it's very confusing because I used to think it was a Lipsy exclusive, but it's not. It's through TALO. And so TALO works with different manufacturers to do these special products, special firearms. A lot of people don't like the way it looks with the slab barrel coming out. It just looks like they welded a slab barrel to the Ruger Alaskan. I think it looks great. Now, this is a custom one. It's had some work done by Wild West Guns. So TALO produces this for Ruger, and it came to my attention, and people are posting on forums, hey, they started quietly putting them out. I didn't even realize, and I did look at the website today, and it does say limited quantities available. And so I'm not sure how it works. I believe TALO will send these to distributors, FFLs, when they become available. Obviously, they're not as available as just a regular Ruger Red Hawk. They don't even call it the Toklat. They give it a model number. I'll throw that up there. It's just this Ruger Super Red Hawk 454 model number. So it's pretty interesting, but very good news for us. They are making them again. They're putting them out. I think it's great. Pick one up if you can. I do have a just-in-case chest holster here. It's pretty loose because I wear it with jackets, but this is a leather veg tan chest holster he makes by hand. So check out justincaseholsters.com for his holsters, because this is kind of my setup for the woods. I like Kydex with the 10 millimeters, but for these revolvers, I love a nice handmade leather chest holster when I'm out in the woods. So let me know what you guys think, and I think it's great news that Ruger quietly started producing these. I think it's because people love them, and I don't want to see it go away. They named the Toklat after a river in Alaska, and it's obviously meant for bear protection, and like I said, it does bridge the gap between the 2.5-inch barrel and the 7.5-inch barrel. Now, what people really want is if they chambered this in 44 Magnum, 480 Ruger. That's what we want to see. I would get one of each if they did that, because this is one of the best platforms that Ruger has done as far as barrel length. 5-inch barrel, great compromise. And if you could have one of these in 44 Magnum, you know, some of these other rounds that people really like for bear protection, it would be amazing. So let's hope that that comes next. Ruger, I hope you're watching this and listening to the people, but thank you for continuing to put this out. Thanks guys for tuning in. I have links to my Patreon below. It helps support the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh look, getting shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time.